Hi, welcome back to Ivy Gal Pals, and today I'm going to talk about Disney live action remakes. Also, I think everyone at this point already knows that the reason why Disney is keeping this live action remake movie a trend in their upcoming movies, the coming projects is because it's easy money. A lot of us are raised by Disney. A lot of us are raised by their movies, and when we see a movie with the same title that we expect to deliver the same caliber of nostalgia of the feelings that we felt back then when we watched the original, we will watch it regardless of the reviews that this movie has been given. So, without further ado, let's start with Alice in the Wonderland, Tim Burton's Alice in the Wonderland in 2010. The movie is okay. I think most people, honestly, they watched it because of Tim Burton, because of Johnny Depp. I think this movie really cemented the fact that the source material Alice in the Wonderland is very correlated with the psyche and like the fact that she's kind of weird and insane and zany, but I don't think that's the message that the original author was making when he wrote the book. But it's okay. It's I don't have much complaints about it. Some people like it, some people don't. Next is Maleficent. Maleficent is a very interesting live action remake, and honestly, Maleficent is pretty good. It wasn't just a carbon copy from the original. I mean, we've all seen we've all seen the villain turns good kind of trope, but it's nice. At least they're making an effort. They're making an effort to make it kind of good. Maleficent was okay. There were songs that were from the original Sleeping Beauty, the Disney's Sleeping Beauty that was included, but there were no songs that were being sung out loud in public. This point will make sense when we've eventually run into Mulan. Next is Cinderella. Cinderella, I dislike a little more. Cinderella's story is in every culture imaginable. In the Indonesian culture, we have Bawang Merah Bawang Putih. It's basically the same story as Cinderella. And a lot of cultures have their own version of Cinderella. We have all grown up to a lot of reimaginings and rewrites of Cinderella, and they didn't do much with the source material, guys. And her dress was ugly. There are certain things that work in animation. It's also, the factor of nostalgia that it won't ever live up to the moment where I watched the movie and saw Cinderella transforming to that really wonderful silver dress. They could have done something more like, Cinderella 2 or Cinderella 3. Those sequels were slept on. Make a new perspective, on the story. Next is The Jungle Book. I mean, I really liked the song The Bare Necessities and I Want to Be Like You. I want to be like you. A lot of Jungle Book that at least I remember and at least I associate with is the songs and is the whimsical musical numbers. They didn't really include the characters singing the songs. It doesn't convey the same message and it doesn't move the story along the same way as it did in the original because the characters are not singing it. And I don't know what goes on a director's head, or a producer's head when they think like, okay, we're just going to take the main idea of the song and put it into dialogue and hope that it conveys the same message, because it doesn't. If you are familiar with musicals, you would know that a song is such a very effective way of storytelling. That's why it was made into a song in the first place. because dialogue wasn't enough to convey the feelings of the character. That's why the dialogue is turned into song. Beauty and the Beast. Now, Beauty and the Beast was the start of very bad live action movies from Disney, okay? These carbon copy, very just blatant copying from the original. And I just don't like what they did with the all women should not read. The whole village is against progress in women. It wasn't executed well. I didn't like it. Dumbo. I did not like Dumbo. I think it's because Dumbo, the movie, the original movie, was a very meaningful movie to me. I really loved the scene, the baby mind, where Dumbo is cradled by his mom. That's the reason I don't like this movie. I don't find these characters interesting. Like the human characters, I don't know a lot about them, and I don't want to know a lot about them, And I get why they incorporated these new characters, the new human characters, but it's just, we're here for Dumbo, Dumbo did not look cute in CGI. No, he did not. No, he did not. Okay, Aladdin, I have mixed feelings about. No, actually, I did not like it. I appreciate that they tried to make the progressive, like women can rule. Women can do things without men, as if that concept needed to be reiterated in every movie that we watch. Like, we already know this, we already know. And like, okay, there's this new song, I think, that I remember, Speechless, that was sang by Jasmine. I don't know about that. And okay, I understand though, like, all this virtue signaling and all this things to be progressive was just, collateral damage, because Disney movies back then were not up to standards that we have given movies now. And then it comes to Mulan. Wow, I hate this movie. I don't think I have much time to really explain and really go into detail why I despise this movie. But it's just a hollow, shallow movie. I really don't see anyone enjoying this movie and watching it more than once. It's so bad. I get the effort of like showing different cultures, different representation in the media industry. Like, I like the idea, and it's very, like, the intent is very good. But you ask any Asian person or anyone who is familiar with the Chinese culture, and you ask them, like, oh, when do you think this movie is set in? Do all these, like, the thing about the phoenix. Oh my god, the thing about the phoenix is the fact that they mistook the symbol of a phoenix in Chinese culture, that they made such a big mistake like that, is so telling. Because the phoenix did not mean what they mean in the movie in Chinese culture, okay? It's so telling. And all the writers were white. You didn't at least get like one Asian American to write this movie? And like what I said before in the beginning, it's just like they took the lyrics and put it into dialogue, and I expect everything to be okay. And there was the new character with the witch. I hated that character. So yeah, take my opinions and review as you will. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like. See you next week.